Welcome to NewStart. I go by Kingdson. I'm sitting here with your favorite co-host, Mandy Moore. We got a special guest in the building tonight, man. She's an entrepreneur. She got a book out right now, you know what I'm saying, called Camouflage. She worked for a company called Lip Sense. She got some lipstick that never comes off. I don't understand it, but at the end of the day, we finna get into it. You know what I'm saying? She's a hustler, man, all the way around, man. You gotta salute that all day, man. Give it up, my homie, Liz Jaxson.
Lil' mama bad, man, I think I want you. I ain't gon' like it, I know I want you. Bring it down my way and throw it on me. You messin' with me, never leave lonely. To the top, I moves on it. By my side, get to the money. We be pulling out savage. Talking superstar status. Superstar status. Superstar status. Loving out of this world. Superstar status. Superstar status. Superstar status. Loving out of this world. Superstar status.
So Liz, you got a book out, right?
Yes.
And this book is called Camouflage.
Correct.
Is it based on your life?
Yes. This is an awesome book. The book has 12 other authors, so it's a compilation type of a book. And the editor's name is Tammy Jurnett Lewis. She's actually a Nashville native. She lives in Fayetteville, North Carolina now, but she's also an entrepreneur. She's my mentor. Tammy encouraged me to write a chapter in the book, and I'm so glad that I did. I actually did it last minute because she had somebody else, and they decided after writing that they didn't want to put their story in the book. They were too scared about people's opinions and things like that, which is understandable. So she gave me 24 hours to write 5,000 words, and I took the challenge. Yeah, she had to. I mean, there's deadlines. You got to get it edited. It was ready to get pressed and everything. So I went ahead and did it. And I'm so glad that I did. And I had an opportunity to talk about, my life and some of the struggles that I have overcome in order to become successful. And I'm still on my way. Success is not a straight path. It's definitely got a lot of twists and turns and mountains that you got to climb and, all kinds of unexpected obstacles. But I'm still here, and hopefully to be an inspiration to other women, especially women of color, to know that it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what your past is. What matters is today, the present, and what you're trying to build for the future. Right. So that was my goal with writing my chapter in Camouflage.
Camouflage, give it up for Camouflage. They go get that. How can they get the book?
You can purchase it from me, or you can purchase it on Amazon.com. The digital copy is just 99 cents. So if you have an e-reader, you can just pop on Amazon.com right now, type in Camouflage, because I wear a smile, and you'll be able to find the book. It should say it's edited by Tammy Jurnett Lewis, and then you'll see me as one of the authors. But alternatively, you can just reach me at lipsbylizj@gmail.com, and I'll go ahead and get you a copy, autograph it, and send it out to you. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about Lip Sense.
Sure.
Tell me the background of it.
Sure. So Lip Sense is actually it's a flagship product for a company called Senegence. The company Senegence has been around since 1999, so it's been around for quite some time.
Right.
And it just now started to pop off because they went from having 30,000 distributors of their product to having 70,000 in a month and a half.
Wow.
So the demand for the product has gone out of the roof. And just to put that in perspective, companies that you've heard of, maybe like Avon or Mary Kay, have 3 to 4 million distributors of their product. So we didn't have that many distributors. Christina Aguilera is actually our brand ambassador, and she wears the lip color on The Voice. It's called Blue Red is the color. I'm sure you've seen her on The Voice and seen the bright red. And the reason she likes it is because it does last 18 hours. She's under the hot lights in the studios. She doesn't have to worry about reapplying it. She says she eats the mic when she sings, so she doesn't have to worry about the lipstick coming off onto the mic. For women like you and I,
right.
What that means is we're maybe not entertainers, but we lead busy, active lifestyles. This is a product that is going to be so helpful that you can go throughout your whole day not having to worry about reapplying your lipstick. One less thing to put in your purse. And it's actually helpful for your lips because it helps to moisturize them, gets rid of all the dead skin. And it's just a pretty awesome product that I just have fallen in love with. But there's plenty more products. They sell all types of makeup for all different skin tones. And I've noticed that there's not a lot of black women who are distributors or women of color. So my goal is to create a team of black women who are distributors for this product. But anybody, of course, can be a distributor. Right. But it's just my passion because I want to see us succeed. I have 2 people on my team and what we call my upline, people that sign me up. They just now quit their jobs. They were correctional officers for the federal prison system, and they were making about 60 to 80 grand a year, and now they're making double that, and they quit their jobs, and they have control over their time. So it's like Grant Cardone. If you ever heard of Grant Cardone, don't learn how to manage your time, master your time, and that's what I'm learning how to do with this product.
It's real. Wow. Master your time.
Yes. You don't want to manage it, you want to master it.
So tell us how long you actually been doing this.
I've been doing it for a month, and I've sold over $2,000 worth of makeup.
Damn.
And I've done it from my phone. My first time doing an in-person type of demonstration, we call it a glamour demo, was actually yesterday in Atlanta. I did an event for a girlfriend of mine who owns her own event planning company, and she had a Valentine's or a pre-Valentine's Day event where women could learn a sexy dance and do some other things. And so I was one of the vendors at that event, and I was able to help color match for some women and got some good responses. So, but you can really do this entire business from your phone. So if you're somebody who's like, maybe you're on Social Security or you're on disability, you can't get out. Maybe you don't have a car. You don't need a car. The only thing you need is the internet.
So how much do the lipstick cost?
The lipstick is $25.
Each?
Yes. But you do need the gloss. So if you're a first time customer, you're going to purchase the gloss. So the gloss is $20, the lip color is $25. After that, you can just purchase the lip color a la carte. And there's over 77 colors that you can actually layer and mix and match. It's really more of like a lip paint, if that makes any sense. So you can actually create different combinations and customize the colors. So if you only had 3 lip sense colors, you could create over 21 different colors.
Damn. Can you name a couple flavors or whatever?
Oh yeah, look, I have a whole. I'm prepared.
You know it.
There's plenty of flavors. I'm right now wearing a flavor called Party Pink. There's also Mocha, which is a favorite of a lot of black women. It's more of a brown color. There's Love It, which is like a light pink. Nude, which a lot of people love nude because if you're not a big on lipstick, then it's a good transitional color to get you into it. Napa is a really pretty wine color with a little shimmer in it. Pink Ice is similar to the color I have on, but it's a little bit sheer compared to what I have on is a little bit more opaque. Pink Champagne. There's a black one. I know a lot of women are into the black lipstick now, so if you do wear black lipstick, you know it comes off. I don't care what brand you're buying, it comes off. This is not going to come off, so it's just an amazing product.
So tell me about the company. Like, is it different levels being a distributor? Like, do you get rewards or bonuses in this business?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So the first rank you would call is just a distributor. You sign up, it's $55. If you want to purchase a demo kit or a lip kit, it's $95 on top of that, but it will give you a lot of materials that you need to start your business. You don't need it though, so you can you can actually just start with the $55 and go from there. The next rank after that is called Maiden, and that's what I'm close to being after just being in this business for a month. And that just means that you have 3 people on your team that are selling a certain amount and that you're selling a certain amount in that same month. And it just kind of goes up from there. The women who I was telling you about that just quit their jobs, they're called crown princesses. A crown princess is somebody who has like 20 to 30 people on their team that are selling. And it's, you know, people from all across the United States. It doesn't have to be somebody that's local. So it's really wide open. So for example, there's a girl on my team who's in Jaxson, Tennessee. There's a girl on my team who's in Shelbyville. There's a girl on my team who's local. She's in Hermitage.
That's
So.
real. You got a team full. Like, y'all eating though. I
Yes.
respect the grind. I respect the grind.
Yes.
So y'all do pop. You know, I'm dude. You feel me? I'm, you know,
Like, I don't know what
you know what I'm
this
saying? I'm looking at your nails. So is that part of everything you do?
No, but you know what? I did see where one of the distributors actually did put the lip sense as nail polish, and it doesn't chip and it doesn't come off.
You put the lipstick on your nails?
Stop it.
Yep. And there's eyeshadow as well. It's called Shadow Sense, and the Shadow Sense I have on right now, but it doesn't smudge. It doesn't come off. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Doesn't really come off.
And what about this stuff? You know, because I'm not in makeup. What do
They do have a blush. I'm waiting for mine to come in again. I'm a brand new distributor, so I have another shipment coming in, but it's called Blush Sense. Same thing. It doesn't come off.
So that all their products basically does not come off basically
Until you're ready for it to come off. Now you can use an oil-based remover that we sell for $10, but anything oil-based will get it off.
Okay.
That's real.
Yeah.
Can we see a demonstration?
Sure can.
For real, like,
I'd love to do a demonstration.
but not on me.
You have nice lips though.
Yeah, we put that on, you know, like this.
So the lip color, you're gonna shake it up. It does have cosmetic grade alcohol in it. So there's a tingly sensation when you put it on. It's just molecularly bonding to your lips. But you do want to shake it up because it's kind of like lip paint, and when you're painting, it settles to the top. So you want to shake it up.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and do a demo on you. There you go. And let's see. So, main thing with lip sense, it can be kind of sticky, and that's why you need the gloss. That's why it's a system. So you're gonna part your lips.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah, you're gonna part your lips. Hold on, you have a piece of hair right here. Okay.
Y'all make sure
And you go in one direction, just like as if you
y'all
were
get this
painting.
lipstick, man. That's dope.
You feel the tingle? Yeah.
It's a tingle feeling.
Yeah. Have you ever used rubbing alcohol?
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about it?
It does tingle.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
Yeah. And then you go in one direction, like if your lips are heart shaped, you would go in one direction on here and one direction on here. And this color that she chose is called Violet.
Violet?
Violet.
You putting the yep, she's Violet.
I know, it actually looks really good on you. Keep your lips apart.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Lit Sense Top.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you do 3 layers, but we can just do 2 for now. Because I know you said you're not a major lipstick wearer. But this is a very light color. It actually is pulling really pretty on you.
Oh, cool.
But typically you would do 3 layers, and it takes about 5 seconds for each layer to dry. And you want to make sure they dry, otherwise you'll smudge it and it won't look pretty. It's kind of like when you're painting a wall.
So how long will it take to dry?
About 5 seconds.
Oh, daddy.
And then the next thing she'll do is...
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Ooh.
We'll apply the gloss and it'll feel a whole lot better.
Do I need to like?
You will in just a second. Yeah, you can rub your lips together in just a second.
What's up? What?
And as you can see, no color came off on there.
Oh, show that.
So you can rub your lips together now.
Oh,
That looks really
That's
pretty
a good
on
gift.
you.
and it feel good.
Let me see. Ooh, let me see. Oh, God.
Don't look pretty.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that.
Hold
I like
on.
that.
I'll let you look at yourself. Hold on. You look
That's
gorgeous.
pretty
Though.
dope.
See, y'all gonna have me up there thinking I'm a diva. For
It looks really good on
Ooh.
you.
Ooh, I love it. Ooh.
That's,
It's
dope.
really
That
pretty
is-
with your skin tone.
That's pretty dope.
I'm getting this today.
She
Yeah,
can
I
net the back. She
sure
can net the back. Usually,
But you can go like this, and it's not gonna come off, so you can just touch it. And
Oh,
the only
well.
thing
Let
that
me
comes
see.
off
It's a gloss.
But no color comes off.
No color coming off, period.
It's just a gloss.
Wow. Y'all see that? That's dope.
Just gloss, no color. So she can kiss her man, she can kiss her child on the forehead. They don't have to worry about it. They can share a straw. Won't nobody know.
I remember I used to go to school. My mom used to kiss me and have a nice day. I used to go there like, damn, oh, shit on my damn face.
Yes, that was one of the main things. I used to work for State Farm. I used to sell insurance, and I used to love wearing my red lip because State Farm, of course, their color is red, and it was just like a signature thing for me. But couldn't kiss my boo. You don't like it. My child wouldn't share a drink with me at the movies. You get the big old drink and put all the straws in there. She'd be like, you need your own drink. And then eating it. A lot of lipsticks still have lead in them, especially red, believe it or not. So you're eating lead, which is not good. So this product is it's changed my life in a lot of different ways. It's changed my activity level because now I can go, I have a really tight schedule. I work in Mount Juliet. My daughter's out in Brentwood. And I gotta go pick her up every day, and then I live in Goodlettsville. So as you can imagine, I'm traveling all across Nashville all day long.
Wow.
And I only have 45 minutes to work out, and I'm trying to get healthier. I'm trying to get in shape, so I don't have to worry about washing my makeup off because guess what? It's not gonna get all over. It's not gonna look crazy when I'm done. It's not gonna drip into my eyes and make me go crazy. So it's just changed my life, and then financially, this changed my life. I mean, I sold over $2,000 worth of makeup my first month. It's $1,000, 50% commission.
So what are your goals for yourself as far as being in this business?
My goal is to become financially solvent, financially independent, not have to work my 9-to-5 job. My goal is to spread this. There's only 70,000 distributors right now, so I want to spread it across the United States, help as many women as I can become financially free. and then eventually, hopefully, start maybe a nonprofit organization with the money and the funds that I make. But that's my main goal. I want to help women feel beautiful, and know that it doesn't matter what your education level is. It doesn't matter whether you're disabled. If you don't have a car, all you need is internet and a computer or a phone, and you can sell this product, period.
That's real. That's good. So do you get booked for different events? Like, like if people just be like, can you come to our city? Like, have you ever done an event for this project?
I just did my first.
Okay.
It was in Atlanta,
right.
And it was awesome. I forget the name of the event. I think it was called Sultry Moves. But I want to shout out Inga Subtle and Subtle Flair events. She's a young lady that I went to college with. We both went to University of Tennessee, Knoxville. And she actually hooked me up with my State Farm job. She was an underwriter for State Farm, and I moved to Atlanta 3 years ago, and I started in insurance. And so she's actually been the catalyst to help me get to where I am today, believe it or not.
Wow.
And she quit her job about 2 years ago, and now she is an event planner full-time in Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
So she's really helped guide me. I wouldn't say she's a mentor because we're contemporaries, but she's helped inspire me and motivate me to know that, your dreams can come true. It's not just some faraway thing. And one thing I will say I learned, this is something that's in the book, so go get the book. But my grandfather, he was the first black salesman for IBM. Back in a time where they were knocking on doors talking about, would you like a computer? And didn't nobody know what a computer was. Wow. A black man knocking on white people's doors talking about, do you want a computer? And he was the #1 salesman in New Jersey. Number one. Whenever I'm having a hard day or whenever I'm like, oh, I can't do this, I think back to him because he did it in a time where people probably would have spit in your face, called the police on you. Who is this black man knocking on my door, trying to rob me or something, even though he's wearing a suit? It was the time period. So if he can do that in the 50s and 60s and 70s and become successful, then I know that even on my worst day, that I can do my best. And I can,
and you can make it here.
Exactly. And he always used to tell me, change is not the end result. A lot of times people think, oh, I gotta do this, this, and this, and then I'll get the change. No, change is in the mind. Change is your mindset. So when you change your mindset, your actions will follow. Thoughts become actions. So when your thoughts are messed up, you'll never change. But when you finally decide, okay, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna do it. Like, for example, I dropped out of UT. I came back here, and I was out of school for a year. And I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I was working at Crystals and Babies R Us, which are great jobs, by the way. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. And those jobs were not going to get me to where I needed to go. And one day I sat down and I told my granddaddy, I feel like a loser. I'm sitting here registering people that I went to college with, and they driving Mercedes and having these fancy jobs and all that. And he said, Ryan, all you got to do is put your application in. You have like 10 hours and you'll finish your degree and you can figure out what you want to do. And it was like, it's so simple. But in that moment, it clicked in my head like, duh. It's not the end result. It's not me walking across the stage with my cap and gown. It's me saying, let me put in this application. Because if I don't ever put in the application, how am I going to walk across the stage with my cap and gown?
Because you'll never know.
It's not going to happen, period. It ain't going to happen. So, yeah, I just feel blessed to have had somebody like that in my life. I know a lot of us don't. So I would like to be that person to other people.
And also, because you do have kids, correct?
I have a 7-year-old daughter.
Okay. Yeah. So, with me being a mother, so I see, she sees you being an independent woman and being successful. So when she grows up, she's going to look up to you and, follow that same footsteps.
It makes me happy.
Yeah, because, I try to do the same thing with my son. It's hard raising a boy, but at the same time, I try to instill to him, what, I'm doing this for you, but at the same time, you can't be lacking either.
Right.
So it's like so much you got to instill into your kids. So
This is true. And, I know not everybody is a Christian. I just recently was baptized about 2 weeks ago. And I was raised Catholic my whole life, never had a real connection to my religion or really believed in it or anything like that. It was just how I was raised, and that was it. Went to Catholic school, went to Father Ryan, probably went to church every day. Didn't ever get anything out of it. And all of a sudden, I met this guy. He introduced me to this church. It's called Jesus is the Answer. It's out in Watertown, Tennessee. And Pastor Robert Scales completely changed my life. You don't necessarily have to base everything off of what you went through. A lot of times we'll be like, I was molested when I was younger. I was raped. My parents were alcoholics. I was homeless. By the way, I was homeless. Jesus is your father. Don't worry about them other people because Jesus loves you. And you are not your past. And we can't control who we were born to or how we were born or how we came into this world or whatever our situation was. But one thing that we can do, we can look to Jesus and say, I'm going to live my life like him, and I'm going to treat others the way that he treated people. It's not just lip service. Jesus died on the cross for us. So it's really important to remember that when you're dealing with people every day, because people are going to tick you off. People are going to make you upset. They're going to say things to you that's crazy. But one thing I try to do and what I'm trying to get better at, and my boo would tell me there is no try, there's either do or don't. One thing I'm doing is I'm not letting people take me out of what I know that I'm capable of and what my goals are. So if this is my goal, it doesn't matter whether you mean to me, you're nice to me, I'm always going to stay the same. I'm always going to be the same Ryan. I've had people tell me, I don't want to buy that lipstick. I can go to Sephora and buy this and da-da-da. Okay. Go to Sephora and buy it then. I'm not the one to sit here and try to convince you, because the people that are meant to come to me is going to come to me and they're going to buy from me. And the people that aren't, they're just not. And that's fine too.
It's going to happen. Yeah. It's business. And
it's crazy. Exactly.
Once you're on a certain level, the hate going to come, the envy going to come, everything going to come. You can't have one without the other.
This
you
is
feel
true.
what I'm saying? It's going to always be levels. So I get that. So,
this is
so what is like, by you being a businesswoman, so for the young girls or women, period, who want to start their own business, right?
Yes.
And want to be involved in business, what advice would you be able to tell them? I don't know if they want to do lipstick. Right. I'm just saying, like, by you being an entrepreneur, how would you address that situation of, like, the form of thing, like, you got to shape yourself to be a businesswoman?
There is no one way or right way to be a woman in business or be an entrepreneur. So whoever you are, if that's your goal and that's your dream, you are the model. You are the person. Don't worry about trying to be like everybody else. Beyonce has her lane. I've got my lane. Right. Righteous Ride's got her lane. You've got your lane. There is no specific way to do it. Now, one thing you do need to do is have integrity. And you need to learn how to master your time and not let your time master you. Another thing you got to do is you have to understand that, motivation, you got to seek it out. You got to feed yourself the right things. Instead of listening to music in the car every day, listen to something that inspires you. Listen to the audio book, The Secret. I listen to that in the car every single day because it inspires me and keeps me on the right path. But whatever that may be, there was a time when I used to listen to just only Grant Cardone. Tony Robbins, Eric Thomas. There's so many people that you can listen to feed your brain. You got to feed your brain. If all you listening to is Future and, God bless her, Beyonce, who I do love, by the way, or whoever else, if that's all you're listening to, you got to feed your mind. That's recreational. And you don't have time for recreation when you're building a business. You really don't. You got to grind as hard as you can, because then when you get to a certain level, you will be able to enjoy recreational activities. But it's like a lot of effort into a short period of time to get that burst, to get that, they call it U times 2. If you're trying to get to U times 2, you got to put in twice the effort. So.
I appreciate you coming, man.
Thank you for having me.
Everything about you is dope.
And I have to say, I'm sorry, that looks amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, do y'all agree? I think that's her color.
That's real.
Yeah. Because she told me before that she doesn't even wear lipstick. So
I
I'm
just wear the lip gloss. Like the cheap lip gloss, like 99 cents. That's all.
Yeah. I used to look. Trust me. I used to go to the beauty store and buy up all the little cheap lip stains and everything, and be mad because they're coming off. But sometimes you pay for what you get. That's not always true. But sometimes.
Most of the time, yeah.
That's real. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having me, y'all.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Can you shout out your email one more time for the people?
So you can find me on Facebook. The name is Liz, Liz Jaxson, Jaxson. You can email me at lipsbylizj, lipsbylizj@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram, lips_by Liz. Yeah. _by Liz. And I'm on Snapchat too, super_MYLF. So check me out, seek me out. If you're interested in becoming a distributor, please email me. It's very simple. If you don't have $55, I'm gonna show you how to start an online party, flip that money into your business.
That's real.
Oh, that's nice.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Liz Jaxson, you already know what it is, man. Salute.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Lil' mama bad, man, I think I want you. I ain't gon' lie, 'cause I know I want you. Bring it down my way and throw it on me. You messin' with me, never leave you lonely. To the top, power moves only. By my side, get to the money. We be pulling out savage. Talking superstar status. Superstar status. Superstar status. Loving out of this world. Superstar status. Superstar status. Superstar status. Loving out of this world. Superstar status.
I know she know that she poppin'. Ain't no way haters can stop it.